defer to the chair.
All right, we are recording, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to our special meeting for the Newburyport Zoning Board of Appeals for the 14th of January, 2026, 7 p.m. We're going to pick up on the continuation from Monday's meeting, which was the 12th, on the final review and comments and any final revisions. And with any luck, adoption of a final form of our written decision for the Kmart Plaza project, 45 Story Avenue. And we'll continue deliberations. So with that, let's just continue deliberations. We don't have to open them. They're still open. So we have in front of us the most recent draft.
Are we having Stephen maybe?
Oh. Yeah, why don't we go through roll call and take our roll and then just establish who's here. Stephen's running a bit behind, we'll just add him in as soon as he arrives. Let's let's begin. Mr. Swanton. Here. Mr. Eigenman. Here. Mr. Bennett. Here. And Rob Champetti, I'm here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I understand Mr. Delisle is on his way. To my right, we have our city council and Mr. Andy Port, our planning director, and of course Gretchen Joy, our keeper of the minutes, and the applicant, Attorney Lisa Mead, on behalf of the applicant. So why don't we do we want to pause and wait for Steve to join us, or do we want to jump in and start discussing final comments, changes, if any, and kind of proceed forward? What's everyone's sentiment?
I think we could start. I mean, why don't we put up the red line that was posted, not the handout. And then Ken said he had some comments, so.
I just have one or two on, so not until page 17 also.
We want to go from the red line or between?
I don't care.
Whatever. The red line. You want the red line, is that right? So. You tell me where you want to go and I'll keep.
I'm on page 17. It's the traffic thing. Just a couple little things. Except on the red line, is it still 17? It's J. On page 17 of the clean copy, but on the red line, it may not be J anymore. It's where all the yellow stuff used to be.
Yeah. Gotcha.
It's on page 20 of the red line, 19 to 20.
Thank you. All right. Yeah.
J. Okay. So I like what you're doing. You're referring to the drawing entitled Conceptual Improvement Plan Residence at Port Plaza, blah, blah, 10/22/2025. But when I go to the exhibits, I can't find that one listed. So I'm wondering if there's I just think this is such an important page. I just think this critical paragraph should say, as shown in whatever exhibit that is, exhibit B.
I believe that is.
It's called by something different because either that or the dates are different.
Look for the date.
The only date is October 22nd is a stormwater engineering.
Now, there's memorandum from applicant's traffic consultant VAI, October 22nd, includes schematic drawings dated October 22nd.
Where are you?
Sorry, this is on the
Okay.
exhibits.
Okay, I was page 30. I'm sorry, I was confused because it goes, in the right-hand column, it goes 22nd, then back to 21st, then off to 22nd.
Understood, yeah.
All right, so it is clearly,
It's referenced in there.
it's clearly referenced, okay. My next thing is on the next page. Under little two. This is section J. We're still talking J, it's just a little two. Were you talking about the width of the shoulder is 5 feet? There it is. See that little two? Preservation of roadway shoulders of at least 5 feet. I'm really glad you mentioned the number of feet, but nowhere does it mention the overall width that we're asking them to make this thing. And this is really my only significant suggestion, which is I would add to little two there, where it says, right now you've got president and roadway shoulders should of at least 5 feet wide in each direction to reasonably maintain bicycle travel on Low Street. And I would say something like, you know, in addition to the two 11-foot travel lanes and one 10-foot left turn lane for a total road width of 42 feet, which is what you have in the drawing. But somewhere I think we should say
One
that,
is writing in text too.
you know what I mean? I just think that 42 feet is very critical to work in there, and that looks like a logical place to do it.
If you want it, let's do it right now. I was fine with how you worded it.
And
In
that
addition to the,
the two 11-foot travel lanes, one 10-foot turning lane. So as to be a total road width of 42 feet. And that's really my only suggestion on this whole document.
Can I make one,
Yeah.
maybe it's in front of you, and I may leave it to you, but, it might make sense to just indicate minimum width, only because I just might make sense to leave a little bit of latitude for the traffic engineer, if there's any sort of
You can
difference for any reason needed between, say, a
And
paint
then at the
line
end,
or-
so from a total minimum road width of 42 feet,
Just offer that as a.
fine. I don't know where you want to put the minimum, on the total or on each piece.
I was just suggesting that you might want to include that on the total, just so that there's not,
Fine.
if not confusing for the traffic
Fine.
engineer.
I'm gonna say the minimum total road width.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a total road width of a minimum of 42 feet. Anyway, I just think it should be spelled out somewhere. Not just referred to in the drawing, since it's such a
gotcha.
key point of difference. No, I didn't have anything else.
And I know for the record, that Mr. Lyle has joined us, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ZBA members present and accounted for. Mr. Agnew, any further comments? Or changes?
Wow.
I don't have anything. Well, I mean, there was a lot of red line. I think it was caught everything, and then there's a handout today.
Yeah, we'll go through that.
You know, so I don't have anything.
Excellent. Fennec?
I know, it's a nice red line, nice edit of the
Yeah.
original document.
Agree, Mr. Lyle?
I had one item. On page 20 of the draft, I think it's actually kind of close to where we just were. It is, 8J Romanet 3.
Yeah,
The last sentence about the underground conduits. In the report by the peer reviewer, he used some language that was kind of specific, like he talked about like pull boxes and things like that, and I was wondering if that sentence should more closely mirror the language that was used by him in the report. It was a report we looked at on Monday night, it was from like October the 18th.
We can pull that up and take a look at that
Yeah.
language. I think a lot of it we decided against.
Oh, okay.
The mass and.
No,
So let's
this,
just-
this relates to the underground stuff.
Okay, let's take a look.
So we know the date of the,
I think it was October the 18th, or
No, it was October 27th, I believe. Let's see if I can find out. Definitely October.
agreed.
No, I have it on here, so.
No, sorry, that's the.
You want Kevin?
I want Kevin, yeah, the peer reviewer.
10/27, I'm pulling it up now. Can't remember what we saw.
here we go. Is it the third letter from TEC? Is that what you're talking?
Yeah, 10/27. It's the last one we did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I think it was number 8. He's had a bunch of,
Construction of curb raise median. Okay, we're not doing that.
I think he has some ones that are numbered.
This part.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Just lost it.
Wait,
Lost
hold
your
on, what are you
projection.
talking about?
Can't do that. Let me see,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
number
do-
7,
Ah. Traffic signal,
the. The design should also consider other pull boxes and conduit facilities under Low Street. I'm just wondering if we only call out the conduit, does that? Miss something, or is that something that really doesn't matter because the,
am I allowed to look at what a pull box exactly is on my computer?
well, I mean, I can imagine that it's something where they pull the wires through the conduit, right?
Generally speaking,
Just-
I've done several conduits recently. Conduit is the thing that goes under the
I
street.
know that,
Sometimes you put an elbow on it that just brings it straight up and it pokes above the ground. You don't need a pull box for that. But sometimes it goes into a box that also projects above the ground a little bit. The electrician can later take the top off of and look inside and connect other things to that box.
It's a vault.
it's a vault.
It's a
So
vault.
why don't you just say with related?
I was gonna say access, or
Thank you.
Why don't you just say with
Accessory
related pole
structures?
box?
No, just use this language, pull box.
Yeah,
With related pole box.
Because the transportation engineers know that term.
they know what it means,
They
yeah.
know what it
Term
is.
of art for,
It's
Yeah,
goes with conduit.
don't use vault.
The reason and also they do it so that when a truck drives over, it's strong enough that it doesn't crush the conduit.
So underground conduits and related pole boxes.
we're good.
Fine.
Thank you,
okay,
that's all I have.
okay, I didn't have anything further either, do we want to go through the handout?
Yeah, let's do that. And then I have a few other things.
I wasn't sure, I defer to you, I wasn't sure if it made sense for me to comment on those, bill items.
Yeah, go ahead. I think I caught them in my few other nits, but.
Yeah, oh, sorry, no, if you, feel free if you wanted to.
Well, then let's start with, the handout
Okay,
I sent today. First changes I'm finding 18 regarding. In economic. And I struggled with this because the regulations are written very poorly. And they do contemplate, the board making some determination that it's not rendering the project uneconomic in the scope of its hearing. We all know that the applicant did not present a pro forma and objective to a pro forma. So but we also know that the board did make its best estimate, like deciding against things like, a full traffic light, to take into consideration economic. So I didn't want to say too much or misrepresent what the applicant may have been saying in some of its submissions. So I just revised it to simplify that language.
Point of order, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
I'm confused. Is this what you're proposing on this document, or are you proposing that this be changed?
To make it easier, this red line contains all the proposals
That you are
I
making?
am making now.
Okay.
Changes to what you reviewed.
So like on 18, you were just talking about, you want to strike the disagree, blah, 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 at the
Yeah,
end,
all that's that. has
Okay,
been
so you want it as shown?
Yeah.
I think, I'm sorry, I just couldn't follow.
Yep.
So then this, I wanna make sure that the, like the syntax and semantics, are fluent, and that we kind of get it. So it's gonna read in final clean version, paragraph 18, would read, the board finds that the conditions imposed in the following section are necessary in order to properly address local concerns as defined in 760 CMR 5602, local concerns. During the hearing, the applicant did not present, nor did the board review a pro forma considered.
Showing that the.
Am I missing something?
Showing
Okay,
that.
that's what I was missing, showing that the conditions and requirements considered in the aggregate will render the building or operation of the project uneconomic, as such term is defined in 760 CMR 56, uneconomic. To the extent that such conditions do render the project uneconomic, the board finds that the conditions are consistent with local needs. Okay, we all comfortable with that?
Mhm.
And apologies, I kind of just disregarded that. I saw the strike line and the new showing that conditions and requirements is just all one big strike line, so I didn't read it.
My version is modern.
And I'm sure it's, yeah, and honestly, it's right up there. I should have just read that.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I think I can pass the eye chart and I can read that.
All right.
All
The
right,
next one would be, and that is finding 18, right? The next one would be, what is this?
Condition 2B.
Two B.
2B, yeah.
2B. And on this one, just like for background, I think we've appropriately required that these walkways, be preserved for residents to use by easements. The law in the Commonwealth is that any property burdened by an easement can move that easement around so long as it doesn't undermine or frustrate the purpose of the easement. But the courts have adopted a very clunky way of doing that, saying, well, you'd have to go to court and get a declaratory judgment. So it's pretty common for easement documents to acknowledge that law and allow for the burdened estate, which in this case would be lot B, to move the easements around, so as long as it's not frustrating the purpose of the easement. In one case, like materially inconsistent with the objects. I revised that language a little bit better, and I also, when I wrote this, I wasn't really sure who's gonna be like benefited by the easement, whether it's gonna be to the city or not. Nobody really cares as long as the residents are. But in terms of making changes, I think those changes should come back for the board and not some other city official or what have you, because I think that's in the board's view under this 40B decision. If you want to take a look at that revised language. I also clarified that the plans of the record, they show like various existing easements. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the easements required for pedestrian, parking, and things like that, to serve this project. So
all right. Should we move on?
Um,
Anything further on 2B on?
yeah, I have a
2B?
comment, in that sort of, the second sentence where you have edits, it begins with the project easements.
Yep.
Think of the word "B" twice.
yeah, that's the result of the
Yeah, maybe.
difficulty of reading
Yeah,
red line, but yeah, 1B is good.
and then under the Roman 4, where you have the names of the members of the board, my name has a PH, not a B.
Yeah, we got that.
Oh, it's in another
red line.
place though, it's on page 6 as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, oh, I see, all right,
Yeah.
right, that's right, we just have that.
Okay. Anything further on 2B, page 7? I'm sorry about that. Okay, so. Gareth, did you want to continue?
People are okay with that?
Yeah, it looks like we're moving on with that, so we can move.
There are a few other ones that I don't have in this document, those, they're very minor, we'll go over them at the end. So let's stay on this document and read B.
Yep.
I just wanted to make it clear that the applicant did not request a waiver of any I&I fee and will be subject to one. But it's gonna be the I&I fee in effect when they actually get the first issuance of a temporary or permanent certificate of occupancy. Bylaws may change by then, ordinances may change by then. We just want to be clear that they're being held to what exists and to the extent is applicable to the project at that point.
Any comments or questions on 3B? All right, we can move on then to 3. The next one is 3K. subject to condition 2B above with respect to project easements for this pedestrian.
It's actually 8K, but it skips the page.
Okay, 8K, this is just the.
Oh, right, of course.
The edits, I didn't want to throw you.
So page 19, 8K. Any comments or do we accept?
Or
And
do you need an explanation? This basically squares the pedestrian walkways with the easement language that we just talked about. So that they are consistent.
It's fine.
yeah, I'm good with it as well. Anyone not good with it? Excellent. All right, that's that. Why don't we, that is the handout, but you said there were pieces.
And that other things, that's what you get.
Can we put them up on the board, just in case?
Why don't you put up the clean version? That's what it is.
Right, Adobe gives me a very long. Let me know you want to be.
We're going to do this thing, or haven't finally really worked.
Work here, job.
Yeah. They can, board members have been through this. Probably you'll never have another project like this.
Yeah, they said that 23 years ago.
See, and you put up the regular version, so
Oh, yeah.
for mistake.
What page?
Let's go, let me try this again. Let's look at it.
Larger.
You're not looking at that, just, you gotta,
I downloaded it.
yeah, smart.
Okay, page 10. D. 3D for some discussion. One of the things that's a little bit difficult when you refer to like city is, are you talking to about the mayor's office or the city councilor's office, right? I think on the surety, it should probably go to the board, so I suggest that we change so the applicant shall provide the board with a surety.
The board,
That's us.
Yeah.
so
I
change
mean,
the,
normally when you do this for a planning board, the surety goes to the planning board.
I see, changing from city to board.
Any discussion, thoughts?
No, it sounds right. I mean, it's a comprehensive permit and very.
Page 11.
So we,
3D.
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 Addition of 3D.
And then-
The garb of the city.
Yeah, 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 and then 3E. Same changes, applicant shall provide the board instead of the city,
Right.
and part of the board commencing any proceedings, so in 3D we just substitutes. Board for city. Otherwise, it's gonna be like, who, the mayor?
Yeah,
City
yeah.
council,
Yeah.
whatever,
Agreed.
yeah, so. Those are those changes. Really not much. Page 14. And the same concept. This is M6,
6N,
once. Yeah, and then little Roman numeral 6. Once the rental units become occupied by tenants, property owners shall be available to tenants, city officials instead of the city. In the general public, and then again, at the end of that, substituting city officials for the city. Any questions on that?
What page? I'm sorry, I just downloaded the red line. Okay, so page 4.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Can you go?
We're looking at that.
Oh, yeah.
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 See where it says the city in
right here.
in blue.
Yep.
Just changing it to city officials.
And that's under M.
Mhm.
You know, it goes right from M to P. Did you mean to do that?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Just to see you're paying attention.
Yeah, change P to N.
L, M, why do we do that now? M, we're gonna change P to N and
R to O.
R. I don't even know how it got to R.
No wonder I couldn't find it. Yeah, it goes from P to R, yeah.
Works in Word.
Must have deleted some things.
What we. That's funny, I thought I went through all these numbers to make sure.
Well, those are all Scrivener things, so
Yeah, I know.
if you catch others, you can fix them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's only do a vote to say correct any script reviewers such as. As discovery and final editorial review. Okay. Not too much there. Page 19. First full paragraph after Roman numeral 7. It says the city's traffic peer review engineer, it was actually the board's. Changing board.
Okay. Mhm.
That's it, except for two others. Yeah, you want to address those?
Sure, one I think is relatively simple, and that is. See, this is on page, I'm actually looking at the clean version, sorry.
You want to do the traffic? first?
Yeah, it's a little, well, actually, I want to do the sidewalk one first, just because.
Okay.
Yeah, so on page 18 of the clean at least, sorry, just where I marked it, and I know these paginations go along with the markup. This is on page 18. It refers here to the sidewalk width on the north side. This is on the frontage. The plans are showing a 5-foot sidewalk on both sides of the street there. So just wanted to, unless there's something that board member recalls is different, I just want to correct that, I think, dimension.
Well, I deliberately put 6 feet because that's.
Okay.
Yeah.
The plans right now, at least I just want to call out, the plans are depicting a 5-foot sidewalk. I don't know what that would do to any other factor, but I know there's a tree preservation and there's the other dimensions about the street and whatnot. Just want to call that out in terms of the condition as written versus the plans I showed.
I think I'm used to seeing 6 feet.
Okay,
As
so
a matter
call
of
it
fact, if we're a heavy pedestrian area, they often require 10 feet.
Mhm.
Um,
So I'll keep the 6 in there, that's all right.
yeah, if there's some sort of problem during, you know.
So if it's 6 feet, you want reconstruction along the entirety of the 6 feet or just the area that, I mean, this condition is with the,
This is the north side.
yeah, entirety of the north side. This condition really kind of deals with the Low Street improvements.
Yeah, it's only West
Reconstruction?
Street, yeah.
So do you mean 6 feet for just what is kind of affected by this reconstruction, or are you saying 6 feet along the entirety?
No.
Right.
No, we required a sidewalk. And right now, there's some bituminous something there, but it's not really a sidewalk. The city has an ordinance, which we didn't waive, about sidewalks, so we could cross-reference that ordinance if you want. So they know that it has to be concrete.
It calls for concrete, just to be clear.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then, I think you also need to say the width, otherwise they could, you know. I think we want to be clear on the width we want. I believe 6 feet is. In this area, this is not a historic part of the city, would be standard.
I think it says it,
What does the plan say?
at 4, Roman at 4. Along the north side of Low Street at a width of 6 feet.
Right, the plan.
Plans like fine.
Oh, the.
That's what we're talking about. There's a discrepancy.
If the decision is calling for a different dimension than the civil engineering plans show, that's what we're.
And I think the question is gonna be, if you add an extra foot, what are you doing to the trees? Or are you going out into the road? I think that's what the issue is, that I'm assuming, looking at this picture, that's the reason for the,
we should be clear, like I said, it could be an issue, we don't know definitively, but certainly. There was some tight proximity there, I think, trying to preserve the trees and whatnot, so I'm not objecting to it, I just flagging the fact that.
that's what it looks like to me. Living in Brookline where there are tons of trees that like root up the sidewalk and it becomes all sorts of obstacles. That tends to be a consideration.
You could say subject to approval of, well. Yeah, but I don't want the city arborist, for example, to be browbeaten into, doing a 5-foot sidewalk to save them, a nickel. So, I mean, didn't this come up during we went over this in like August?
If there's an issue, it could come back as a.
So
That's a.
look at Kevin.
It's just what, I mean, again,
He makes. Well. He's been unsure.
5 feet is normally the absolute minimum for, as, that's what we try to do on State Street downtown, which was built in the 18th century.
I do think just to clarify, as I'm looking at this plan here, I see there's a 5-foot dimension for these walkways going in, right? And there's a 6-foot dimension for this one, or more main entrance. But there's a 6'5" dimension for sidewalks. At least this is the measure here between, so I just wanted to clarify, I'm actually questioning here whether or not there is a discrepancy as I'm looking at this. I do see
That
5
actually
feet
looks,
for
that
the
looks wider, I mean, if that's
entrances.
5 feet.
And it's depicted as.
That does look
depicted
wider,
as wider,
it does
so
look wider than the
I'm
5.
wondering if really what we're
Right,
talking
but
about is.
keep it at 6 feet,
Let's,
leave
yeah,
it at 6 feet.
Leave the 6 feet, or do you wanna? Or to the 6.5? Doesn't matter to me, but,
I would just leave it at 6,
Leave it at 6,
because,
okay.
that's,
okay,
that's normally the minimum for a suburban.
Okay.
let's put like.
So there should be-
width, no,
Because to the plan would require 6.5, so
Agreed,
you're
right.
saying 6 is
Well,
fine.
this is minimum 6
let's
feet.
just put, let's put minimum width to 6.
Oh, minimum,
It can't say 6 feet.
it doesn't say,
okay, yeah,
Modify the plans to make it exactly 6 feet, we don't care.
Minimum 6.
a minimum of
Okay.
6.
Gareth, in that same one at 4, you have, you added. Center driveway and for east driveway, it says east driveways. I think that should be singular.
Okay. I don't think East driveway is actually defined, but
It is in the report, I mean,
Yeah.
it was in the report by the VAI,
Okay.
by Van Ness.
so we're gonna take this section, we're gonna put in minimum buffer width. 6 feet. And then at the end of that sentence, strike the S, so it's just east driveway. Okay?
Yeah.
In each second,
yeah.
we change. Okay. Good. And then the last one.
The last one is here on top on the markup version, top of page 18.
Up at page 18.
So E, had that highlighted on the screen here.
Yep.
This one is dealing with the exit from the garage, right? And I just wanted to pull up the plan for reference again. I think just goes to making sure that we're clear about the board's intent, and I think unfortunately as drafted, we might need to tweak the language. So in that discussion that you all had, I guess in quick summary, I think the only restriction that the board was discussing at the time was effectively a left-hand turn out of here being restricted, so you could only take a right with that exit. But there wasn't any restriction on which direction you're going into the garage, or which direction you're coming from when you're going in. So unfortunately, just as drafted, it looks like we should maybe tweak that language. Book document here, but
I've got some suggestions, we can.
yeah, right in there. Yeah. So it's this one here, sorry, did you wanna?
Oh,
If I got this,
Sorry, go ahead, I had.
this is a technical issue, I wasn't focused on this.
That's a guy I had.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
you're right, absolutely right.
So my suggested language, if I got this right, is the westerly entrance slash exit to the accessory parking garage facing the center driveway shall not allow for an exit by northbound vehicles turning left out of the garage. That's it.
Oh, that's clean,
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah,
Okay,
yep,
simple.
so we got that change.
okay.
Does that work?
Is everybody good with that? or-
Everyone else good with it?
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
I don't have anything else.
No, I didn't, that was the one that I was, yeah.
Is that it?
That's good.
Yeah, on that.
Okay, so with those changes, notwithstanding any Scrivener errors that might be discovered that are ministerial. In the judgment of our calendar, that can be changed. If they're just ministerial and Scrivener, right? But with respect to our clean version that we have, or what will become the latest updated clean version, are there any final comments, questions? Concerns, changes from any member of the CBA before we move along?
I just wanted to know the procedure, so we're gonna sign a signature page tonight, and then you're gonna put together a complete document.
Mhm.
And then you're gonna lodge it with a clerk.
He's getting.
Right, we're assuming presumably tomorrow morning, Garrett and I can close this loop and we'll be able to stamp it in tomorrow morning.
Okay, and then how long does it have to sit there before you can release
It's the
it?
20th, it's like 47, it's 28.
It's the same,
Yeah.
okay.
28.
All right, and do you want us to do the A&R plan tonight too?
It's up to you, I mean, the draft, what will be the final decision says you can either wait till after the appeal period, or you can sign them now, we'll hold them in escrow until.
I might as well sign it now.
I have both the signature, I brought 2 copies of the signature pages to be sure, but they have the Mylar plan here with the Sharpies as well, so we'll use Sharpies on the Mylar plan.
Okay,
So,
that's it, I just wanted to know what I was doing.
So you should make, you should make the vote, I think that you're gonna
Okay,
sign it and hold it in escrow.
I agree, it's best for everyone to sign it tonight, while everybody gets here, you never know if somebody's gonna be missing or something.
Okay.
all right, thank you, Attorney Horstman and Mr. Port. With those final changes, revisions, and discussions and deliberations, are there any further deliberations from any member of the CBA on the comprehensive permit project that's before us? Do we have, seeing no further hands or deliberations, do we have a motion to close deliberations and a second?
I move we close deliberation.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Mr. Delisle, so the motion's made by Mr. Singleton, seconded by Mr. Delisle, calling the roll on the
Closing.
on the motion to close deliberations. Mr. Swanton.
Yes.
Mr. Augerman.
Yes.
Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Mr. Delisle.
Yes.
And Rob Champetti, I vote yes, that's 5 in the affirmative, the ayes have it, the motion carries, deliberations are closed. Do we have a motion to ratify the board's signature of execution of a signature page this evening? Pending the final revisions to be filed and stamped with the clerk tomorrow morning, January 15th, 2026, and the board's signature of the Mylar A&R plan.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
we will do our best to file it tomorrow morning. We have it on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. You had said.
Let's not have the vote inconsistent with.
No, you know what? I was just simply stating what I thought you guys wanted.
yeah, from the office's perspective, pending closure and confidence, you
Yeah.
know, from Garrett's end, obviously that's important here. We were prepared to do that at any point, you know, yeah.
A vote to approve.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so what's before that, for an attorney needs
If you want, you probably want to adopt the decision
Yeah.
as written, subject to the.
So a motion to adopt and approve the decision as written. Okay, so that's the frame of the motion that we need and a second. We'll start, let's just break it up and make it simple and bite size. So first we need a motion and a second to adopt and approve the written decision as finalized and revised before us tonight, this evening.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Swanton, and seconded by Mr. Bennett. Thank you. Motion's made and seconded, calling the roll, Mr. Swanton.
Yes.
Mr. Igerman.
Yes.
Mr. Bennett.
Yes.
Mr. Delisle.
Yes.
And Rob Champetti, I vote yes. That's 5 in the affirmative. The ayes have it. The motion to approve and adopt the final decision is carries and is approved. Do we have a motion to execute the Mylar A&R plan this evening to be held in escrow and filed upon the expiration of the appeal period? The statutory appeal period, and do we have a second?
May I specify? If you look at the escrow language, we use that as to be released upon expiration of the appeal period if an appeal is taken, or upon final resolution of the appeals if an appeal is taken. So a little more complicated.
Can
Maybe
you
we should
restate,
figure out.
let's restate that for,
You say as set forth in the.
Yeah, let's just say as.
I set forth in the decision, yeah.
All right, step forward in.
it's not, whoever wants to make that motion.
I move that the board endorse the final A and R plan as set forth in the decision.
Endorse the final A&R plan and hold it in escrow as set forth in the decision. Is that makes sense?
And held in escrow as set forth in the decision.
Second.
Motion's made by Mr. Igerman and seconded by Mr. Swanton, calling the roll, Mr. Swanton,
Yes.
Mr. Igerman.
Yep.
Mr. Bennett,
Yes.
Mr. Delisle.
Yes.
And Mr. Champetti, yes. 5 in the affirmative, the ayes have it, and the motion carries.
Anything else?
About Sharpies.
3 Sharpies.
Excellent.
Yeah.
With that, do we have any further business this evening? And if not, do we have a motion?
Don't we have to sign stuff while we're still in certain, I don't know how this works.
Do we have to sign it while we're in session? No, we
No,
don't.
I
I can
haven't.
adjourn.
So you can.
You don't have
Yeah.
to do
Whenever.
Did you need to get your wig, the powdered wig?
No, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know these things.
We'll all step up to the table and sign it with our powdered wig.
All right, so.
We have a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, motion to adjourn.
Excellent. And do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Swanton. Motion's made by Mr. Igerman and seconded by Mr. Swanton to adjourn. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it, motion carries, and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Congratulations. On 6+ months.